We're talking about this wall, this titanium wall that we've created to protect ourselves. And what does it take to bring that wall down? And what starts to happen when we do? One of the fastest and most productive ways to work with that wall is to think of it in terms of opening the heart, wanting your love to extend into the world more powerfully than ever before. So, in the beginning, you want to think about it as dropping the walls of your heart. And that means that you're going to not just allow your love in the world, but you're going to allow love to come in, divine love, even. Yet, breaking down those walls has us experiencing sometimes all kinds of things. Could be physical things, and it could be emotional things. Imagine first that holding up a wall is a very, very intense project. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of inner focus, even if we're not aware of it. And that means that holding up that wall, we are using some kind of muscle tension in our brain and body to ensure that it stays up. You can see people in all kinds of different ways kind of operating with this wall. You can see how walls affect them and what kind of a wall they built. And you can start to guess how they're going to feel when they tear that wall down. So once you get to the final layers of that wall, you may feel so many different things. You may feel, that you are getting migraines or that you are having all kinds of aches and pains in your body. And it is truly because wherever you were working with the wall in your body, you're going to have some kind of a reaction there. This is a moment where I want to remind you that often when we have experiences that we feel are painful, physical, emotional, or mental, we consider them bad and wrong. Often we consider ourselves going in the wrong direction. This is a moment where I want to remind you that it most likely means you're going in the right direction, and the tools that I give for you to be able to process the pain with more grace and ease, that's the time to pull those practices in, and also to remember to keep going forward, that you're not going in the wrong direction, you're going in the right direction. Now, as you're moving through this process, and as I said, you can feel all kinds of things. You can feel an onslaught of negative emotions. You can all of a sudden feel the oceans of emotion that is coming at you from the world around you. You can feel the ejection of the emotions that you've kept stored inside. It can be quite an experience. But imagine that part of this experience is a rebirth. It is a renewal. It is really even a reincarnation, because as we break out of this shell, as crazy as it feels and as crazy as the world feels around us, suddenly we are brand new. And this is a gift and an opportunity to understand how to be in the world as you, without having to feel like you have to put up all kinds of walls to protect yourself. Imagine getting to feel relaxed in the world, or even if you're not relaxed, to feel accepting of yourself and who you are, and to feel close to yourself, closer to yourself, to know and trust that who it is that you are is aligned enough and intuitive enough to be in the world in a way that is accepting, understanding, and safe. The work that we're doing on a spiritual path doesn't really have anything to do with changing the world around us. We all experience all kinds of reactions that people have to us, all kinds of limitations, rejections, betrayals, so many different things that we find negative. But on a spiritual path, we're working to change ourselves, to really infuse ourselves with a kind of inner strength, divine inner strength and stability, to open our hearts to a degree that we don't stop our perception of others at their surface, so that we can go beyond that, see deeper, and ultimately to be able to ascertain the pathway to healing of our own and that of others.